Hello, and welcome to Twenties Aplenty in our weekly campaign, The Headhunters, a D&D adventure involving random people that met on the internet. This week, we find out how the group got on in their battle against the mimics, and they open and close a lot of doors. If you enjoyed the episode, please remember to like and subscribe. Either way, we'd love to know what you think, so please leave a comment below. And with that, we hope you enjoy today's episode.
We travel and roll, our intentions are good. Maybe we fight, at times polite. It's DnD.
So, when last we set off, the group had just come out the other end of the room with spiked walls in the entrance to the halls of Samara, ruined building of ancient times from a distant age that housed the legendary sorceress Samara. They'd discovered these ruins through a previous mission that Korsk had done for Sybil. He'd followed where the sorcerers were going. Supposedly, they'd found a valuable artifact. The group themselves are looking for the artifacts of the domain, one of which is Samara's robe. As they pass through the room carefully, looking at potential pressure plates, because there were spikes on each side of the room, they thought it was going to come together. Lo and behold, it wasn't that. It was triggered by the door on the exit, in which what happened was it wasn't things coming together. The whole room just did that, or did that, which is why the sorcerer that was in there, the dead sorcerer, was about 3 feet off the ground, impaled on the wall. Lucy and Cleo had become victim to the spikes. So when we set off last, Lucy was busy downing a health potion. As they exited the spike room, there was a tune that was ringing out. Tune that, despite my attempts to disguise it, Charlie recognised as Ring of Fire, and they entered the next room in which this tune was ringing out to find a young gentleman in chainmail hanging upside down by a rope over the rafters of the ceiling. Lucy headed off to see if he was alive, and as he did so, a ring of fire encircled him and the man who was hanging. That burnt away the rope between Lucy and Korsk. They effectively put Lucy on a lead to make sure that he didn't get up to too much trouble. At least that's the way I'm interpreting it. I think it was for everybody's safety in general, though. Lucy gave the man a slap. Some hilarity with Varric using his blinks spell to avoid the fire as well, to move into the middle. In the end, Korsk Vortex warped him out into the corridor which they were in initially. They found that as everybody left the room, Lucy getting injured again through the flames, having another health potion, they found that once they left the room, the Ring of Fire went out. The gentleman was a young man by the name of Fulter Brimsman III of Lythia, whose dad was fairly senior in the Emperor's Guard in the Catan army. Fulter always felt that he never quite lived up to his father's high standards, and he'd hired a bunch of mercenaries to go on an adventure to try and prove himself to his father. Unfortunately, that went wrong. They were set upon by a number of sorcerers, and Fulter himself was caught in the Ring of Fire, got hit on the head by some fallen debris, and that's the last he knew of it. He woke up, the mercenaries don't seem to be around. Instead, there's this ragtag bunch of adventurers staring at him in the face, looking a bit mistrusting. In the end, the group decided to let Fulter come along with them, Varric scratching his armour because it looked a bit too shiny, and saying, "Welcome to the Adventurers Club." After that, the group navigated their way by flying across the floor, because the fact that Fulter was hanging off the floor, and the ring of fire wasn't going. Seemed to be a fairly obvious clue that it was the proximity to the floor in the room. So the proximity trigger was fairly low down. The group managed to get into the next room to the east, into a room which had written on the wall, "Freedom for the virtuous." Korsk noticed on entering the room, or when he was investigating the door, that there was a mechanism behind the door. Didn't seem to be anything to do with the door, though, and he couldn't quite tell what it was. He managed to tell the people to avoid the groove that was above the door and below the door, and when everybody was in the room, they found out why, as a number of stone blocks fell, covering each of the doors. The runes in the numbers 1 to 10 lit up on the southern wall, and try as they might, the group couldn't work out how to get out. They could work out there was a mechanism to pull the stone blocks back up, but they couldn't access it. One by one, they generally gave up, went and sat down. Partway through, when Cleo was saying something along the lines of he was thinking about different virtues that they potentially needed to display, Varric mentioned that he'd heard that patience was a virtue. In which case, eventually, after giving up numerous ideas and trying to investigate what was going on with the runes, what was going on with the doors in general, the group decided to try and wait it out. And lo and behold, the numbers 1 to 10 on the southern wall began to go out. When they got down to 2, the room started to rumble, but it was actually the mechanism to pull the door back up starting. And when it got down to 0, everybody was out. Lucy, fearing the end was near, decided to dish out vouchers to each of the party, which said that he would give them one no questions asked favour. The next room contained a big black sphere, which Korsk and Cleo and Falter all made the mistake of getting too close and started to be pulled towards it. Try as they might, with their best efforts, they could just about manage to stand still. Korsk found himself sprawled against the sphere, arms and legs and tail out at angles. Lucy and Varric, I believe, tried to use a rope attached to the immovable rod to try and get them to pull themselves back, but it was a good idea in practice. However, the rope gave way under the pressure of the immovable rod wanting to stay where it was and the pull of the sphere. However, it did give a bit of a clue as the rope got absorbed by the black sphere, because at that point there was a slight decrease in the strength of the pull. On learning that, Lucy had a bit of a masterstroke. He emptied 20 gallons, which is the maximum capacity of the mug of retention, of whiskey out of the mug into the sphere, and the pull lessened a little bit. Ratching through his pants, the pants of holding, he found numerous items: rotten eggs, leather armor, some food, so a big kind of joint of ham, a turkey, so on and so forth, and kept slinging all this junk into the and numerous swords and axes and things into the sphere. Whilst it lessened the pull, it seemed to always want more. Varric begged Lucy to throw the set of plate armor that he'd acquired into the sphere. Lucy was resistant until Varric produced his voucher, donating it to his friend's cause Reluctantly, Lucy pulled the armor out of the pants of holding and slung it into the sphere. At that point, the sphere was filled. Its hunger died down to a rather light pull, but not one that could overpower an individual. And the group made their way out of the room, which leads us to the room that the group are currently in, which seem to have 3 large golden statues to Samara, a small silver statue in what looked like a magic circle, and a number of sofas. The group soon found out they weren't what they appeared to be. Turning into, as Varric touched that silver statue in the middle of the magic circle, they all transformed into mimics. So, the first thing we're doing today is to roll initiative.
Oh yeah, since we're starting off, can I use the that free potion action to use my flight potion?
Flight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, Cleo is up first. And what he's going to do is he is going to cast Thunderwave, I believe. So let me just... So, and I think he'll cast that at level 3. Failed save, 2d8, and he's pushed 10 feet on successful save. Half much damage. Right, okay. And the range is 15 foot cube. So... let me just do the ruler. So that one. Yes, it's just these 2, isn't it? So I need to do 2 saves for mimics. And it's a con save. So they both fail. So 2d8 damage plus the extra. So that's 15. And then they go back 10 feet. Cool. And then the next person is one of the mimics, which is one of the ones that's just been pushed back. So having done that, he will 1, 2, 3 move to Falter, because that's just the only person he can reach. And then he will attack with his pseudopod. And he misses. So it kind of lets out this big like tongue thing, tries to hit him, and Falter manages to, half in fear, half in skill, dodge out of the way. Which leads us to Jess. Amanita. And Jess, I think, is struggling at the moment.
Yeah,
Signal
my
wise?
camera's playing up.
You can- Okay.
Joe, what? I'm gonna hold my my action for this turn.
Okay. Cool. So that leads us to Korsk. Sam.
Okay. So Korsk, using his newfound power, is going to leap towards Cleo, but instead of coming back down, he seems to glide through the air. And he's going to go 5 foot diagonally like that, and then 5 foot into the air as well.
Okay.
And then he's going to reach inside his satchel and pull out an oddly shaped spherical object with a helix winding up the side. Pulls the pin and throws it in the direction of 3 mimics to, I think it's this spot here.
Okay.
And it basically explodes in a flash like a phosphorus grenade and bathes the entire area in light. And that is a fairy fire.
Ooh. So they need to do it. They all need to do deck save, do they?
Yeah, Dex 15, and on fail they basically get covered in oil that is luminescent.
So the first one on the left rolled a 15.
Okay.
The second one rolled a 17. And the third one rolled an 8.
Okay,
So-
at least one of them.
I'll assume it was the one that was closest, was the one that failed.
Okay.
Just makes a bit more realistic sense. So that one's covered in gunk. Cool.
So any attacks against that one have advantage.
Cool. Oh, I know what I haven't done. I haven't done Falter. Let me just quickly do that. Lo and behold, you should have gone before the second mimic. Charlie, do you want to do Lucy's turn and then I'll do Falter?
I don't mind if Falter goes first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's being attacked. Falter. He will simply attack him twice with his longsword. Not that I actually have the longsword selected. Longbow and a long crossbow. I think I must have picked the longbow instead of the long sword. Won't be a minute. Just doing stuff on the fly. Here we go. Why is it not putting it on there? Sorry about this, guys. Nope. Ah, there we go. So I did it twice now. That'll be fine. I'll sort that out later. So, Its first attack is a 9, so misses. And his... Oh no, it's on there twice because he's... Try 2 hands this time. 17. So that is a hit. And he's done 10 slashing damage. Cool. Which... So, upon this pseudopod going for him and missing with his tongue, he grabs his sword and first he things it and then comes back up in both hands and slashes across the front of it. Sort of weird goo flies across the air, splattering across the floor. Which leads us to Lucy.
Lucy, now seeing a mimic glowing, his magpie brain will go, 2 Eldritch Blasts. For that one.
They're the one miles over there. Right, come on. Okay.
So they get advantage, right?
Yep.
You've got advantage, yeah.
So come through for 1,
That's a hit.
and then another one.
That's a critical hit.
Okay, first one does 6,
Okay.
17 for the critical, so 23 total.
Cool.
And that'll be his turn, I guess.
So as you send your Eldritch Blasts out, it just kind of, the first one, just you can see a bit of an indentation, and it kind of, you see these ripples go through it like jelly or like a drip on water, and then the second one just wallops it, and then little bits of splashes go off. It might be your imagination, but it seems a little bit smaller now. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
You'll probably shout, "Did that thing shrink?" And that'll end his turn.
Cool.
Very visibly shrugs.
Sure. Next one is this mimic by Varric. And of course, Varric reached his hand out and touched it. It's going to try and bite his hand. So that's a 7, so missed. So, next one is this sword over here. I think that it can only move so far. 15 feet. So this one's probably going to move 1, 2, 3 to here. And then the next one. I seem to have Mimic 2 on there twice for some reason. 2, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. Alright, got them both Mimic 2, that's why. So it is the bottom one first. So having been slung fairy fire at, 1, 2, 3, moves next to Korsk, and we'll try and whack him with its pseudopod. $11, so I'm assuming that's a miss.
Yep.
Cool. And then the next one is the other Mimic 2. So 1, 2, 3. He's gonna have a go at Korsk as well. Doing his old pseudopod thing. 23.
Yep, that is definitely a hit.
Okay. You take 23. You take 5 bludgeoning damage.
Don't scare me like that.
Yeah, they're dragon mimics. Okay, cool. Which then takes us to... I've already done that one. Barak.
Just kind of struggling to decide on what to do here. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a sorcery point to dual cast Firebolt. I'm going to cast it on this one by our lovely friend Brimsworth Holter. And I'm going to cast the other one directly on the one in front of me.
Cool.
The first one misses.
Yeah.
25 for the second one, though, so I go order closest to furthest away. So I missed the one directly in front of me, but shoot the one by Folter.
Okay.
11 points of damage for that.
It's got that long distance prescription there.
Blind in one eye, so if he's on my right side is the problem. So I can't see anything beyond this point, essentially. So I was just kind of having a... Oh, he's attacking me because he missed the first time. I've got no awareness that he's actually there.
Cool. So that then takes us to some of the statues, I think. So this one is going to move forward towards Varric. Technically, it is flanking you, so it's going to attack with advantage. It didn't need it. 18. So that's 8 bludgeoning damage. So as you unleash your 2 firebolts, you kind of leave your guard down and it comes and effectively whacks you in the chest. And that actually was enough to put you off and miss the firebolt to the nearest one. Which then leads us to the next one. So this one is gonna just move to there, and then I've got a mimic that hasn't gone yet. Why is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The one real mimic in the room, surrounded by illusionary mimics. This one, it's just, we've not touched it yet, therefore it's still trying to hide.
Not quite. I think there's just 8 of them and I've only rolled for 7. There you go. Oh, he's right at the top of the... almost right at the top of the order. I'm going to assume he's held his action. Not that he could do anything with an action. So Jess, that leads us to the back of the round. So Amanita's still holding her action. Can't hear you, Jess. You're on mute.
Yeah, I'm on mute. I would have said with that action, she was gonna watch everyone fighting and investigate the mimics.
Okay. Want to roll an investigation check, please?
And I'm rubbish.
They're things that change shape.
just like staring at them all like, I don't know which one to watch. Just like, too many to count.
Cool. So that takes us to Cleo, I think. And lo and behold, I've got that many goes. I've not been sorting them out. So I think he will cast as a bonus action. He will cast Flame Blade. So he has so he can use his spell attack to attack. But thankfully, I've already set it up. So I think bonus action to cast, and it is a action to attack, just like it is a melee weapon. So he will do that on the one directly in front of him. (14), so a hit, and doing 9 fire damage. Let me just double check the mimic just to make sure they didn't get any. No, they haven't. So 9 fire damage. I should have had advantage on that, but it doesn't really matter because it wasn't a crit. Which then leads us to this one, which for some reason is called Manticore 4, not Mimic 4. Don't ask. So it's going to move there next to Amanita and try to attack Amanita. It's going to try and bite her, given she's so small. See if it can take a lump out of her. 24.
Yes, that does it.
So 4 piercing damage and 1 acid damage, so 5 in total. That's the end of its go, which then takes us to Fulter. Fulter's just going to have another couple of swings with his longsword in both hands. So 26 for 7 slashing damage and 18 for 5 slashing damage. That's 12 in total. So again, the one in front of him is starting to shrink as he's stabbing away at it, as he's slashing away at it. Bits of gunk, his purple gunk is flying through the air, splattering across the ceiling and the walls and the floor. Which then takes us to the next mimic, which is the one directly in front of him. And that's going to try and whack him with a pseudopod. 14, which I can pretty much guarantee is a miss. It is. So it takes us back to Amanita.
Okie dokie. Just. I'm going to probably do this one, but it's just where am I going to stick it? Probably going to stick it probably somewhere in the middle over here.
Okay.
That way it just about hits them. So mainly these two.
Which two, sorry?
These two.
Okay.
But I don't want it hitting these guys.
Okay. So just far enough away.
Yeah.
Fairy fire again.
Yeah,
Okay,
20
so
foot
that-
cube.
20-foot cubes. That's 4 by 4. Yeah, you can catch those, but not the other. But I guess it's not the others, is it? Should be 4 squares by 4 squares.
Probably just about fitting.
Yeah, you could probably fit the bottom one in. So let's do that.
And it decided to jump.
You created a square.
I can't get rid of the square. There we go.
Do you want me to? Ooh.
There we go.
Oh, you got rid of it. Cool. So, that's a. Is it a deck save?
It is. Yeah, dexterity saving throw.
And what's the DC? So I'm going top to bottom, by the way. So the first one's a 20. Second one's a 12. And the third one is a 17. Do you know what your spell DC is?
Nope. 15.
15.
Saving DC.
So 2 passes, 1 fail. So the one in the middle, which is the one that's already affected by fairy fire, has failed.
I mean, that it means that Course can release his spell and do something else.
Yeah, okay, that would be right. Yeah, because it's concentration, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. Would you like to move? Although you'll get an attack of opportunity if you move too far.
Yeah, no, I'll probably. I'll stay there, it's fine. I'll get attacked with attacked. And I will cantrip, produce flame, the one in front of me. Double checking it's not concentrate. It won't work anyway. I've got an 8.
Okay. Cool. Right, so Bosk. Sam.
This will probably have to be my last turn.
Okay.
Claus tried to pull his legs up in order to avoid getting whacked by the pseudopods, and was only partially successful. Now he can't really get away. He's going to switch to his dagger and take out that familiar tube of wax, layer it up, and then stab into the mimic in front of him that is now extra green flamed.
Okay.
Extra fairy fired.
Cool. You have advantage on it then.
There it is.
27, so crit.
Yep. So this is the first bit. So this damage goes to that mimic. So that's 7. 7 plus 6 is 13. So 13 on the one with the yellow. And then the green flame kind of takes on a life of its own after coming into contact with the mimic's flesh, and then jumps onto the second one.
Okay, so is that 6 on the other one?
No, this is an independent attack.
It's a different attack, is it? 9.
That's 9 to the second one.
Cool. So the first one, as you slash, you see, from the piercing damage, it's not got a lot of strength, and then the flames just engulf it, and it just collapses down to the ground, and then the flames then just jump from one mimic to the next. Cool.
I'll put some notes in general for how Korsk would play from here on.
Cool.
Okay, but after that, I think that will be probably it for me.
Cool.
I'll see you guys next week, and good luck with the encounter.
Enjoy your weekend.
Hey, man.
Later. Have we got a volunteer to take on Korsk?
I played Amanita last week, so I think it should be someone else.
Not used to playing smart characters. Don't make me do it.
Jess, do you want to have a go doing it? You're muted again, Jess.
Annie, you... Sorry, Jess, can't you got on mute again?
There we go. I'm muted now. What I said was, yeah, sure, I'll give it a go, but I'm not very good at spellcasters and stuff, so I'll do my best.
It's the trying to keep an eye on what's going on while you're working out what the hell to do with this character next. You need to do a Charlie and find your default spell. Eldritch Blast.
He's an artificer as well, isn't he?
He's not. Yeah.
I have got an artificer, but it's like I haven't had any proper combats yet, so it's like right.
Cool. So he said he put some stuff in general anyway, didn't he? So
yeah.
It's not there yet, though. Cool.
Right.
There we go.
Cool. Fine. So he says, I will leave you be. So, where am I at?
Sam's character sheet in the...
It's in roll 20, I think.
It is in roll 20. So I think Korsk he'd set up for something else, and I think he's just tweaked it. So he's imported it from. He's got like a library that he imports. So.
Oh, I'm drawing squares.
Cool. So. I have. So that takes us to Lucy then, I guess.
Yep. Are any of the ones near us, have they been hit? The ones near Varric?
No. 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 None of them.
Go. Double Eldritch Blast to this one.
Cool. Roll away. So that's a miss and a hit.
Okay. 14 force damage.
Wow.
Yeah. He's got the most he could in that hit, so yeah.
Cool. So that then leads us to 4 mimics. So the first one is the one just south of Varric, which will.
Varric's gonna die. I swear.
He's going to try and bite him again.
Just for heads up, the intelligence roll Lucy did right at the start of this encounter was to see if he was just going to cast Fireball in the room. He thought better. He thought better of that. Yes.
Oh, that's good. He's feeling intelligent today. So, that was a because he's got advantage due to flanking 24.
It is.
And that's 9 piercing and 4 acid.
9 piercing and 4... Oh, wait, I'm resistant to acid damage, actually. Hold on, let me double check that. Because of my elemental affinity to acid damage, so I take Oh no, I have to spend a sorcery point. Never mind. Ignore that. That's not my dragonborn stuff. That's my sorcerer stuff. So I've not spent a sorcery point on that. So that's fine. I take the full damage. How much is it? 9 and 4.
9 and 4. So 9 piercing, 4 acid.
Ew, dear. Oh no.
What you down to?
2.
2. Oh dear.
Varg might die.
Oh my God. Right, okay. So that's that one's go. The next one is Mimic number 5, which is by Fulter. And he's going to move up next to Fulter. Next to the other one, because that's about as far as it can move. Is that right? Yeah. And then it's going to pseudopod him. With a 21 and 5 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh. That's that to me again, sorry. Just to double check.
No, that's to Falter.
Oh, God. Ooh.
That one's dead. Right, next one is the one fighting Korsk. I'm going to try and bite him. It's 12, so it's a miss. Which then leads us to Varric.
Oh boy. In regards to what Charlie said about drinking potion, I used it already. I don't have my potion anymore. It's do or die, innit? Let me double check what spells Varric's got, because I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You've already used Blink, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got one more 3rd level spell slot, and I don't want to use it, just in case.
If you can get to Lucy, he can give you potions. Or you can take one off him.
Right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to... No, they're not set up in the way I want them to be. If I were to cast Thunder Wave on my directly around me, so like the 15-foot cube around me, does it affect me, or do I not get affected by my own spell?
I'm not sure.
If I were to draw,
I thought it was like you went and it just came out from you. As a 15-foot cube. I mean, I could imagine. I'll allow it.
Thank you, Lee. Thank you.
I'm not going to overthink it.
So it's a Con 14 save, it's a Constitution save. I'm casting it at 2nd level. That's 14 damage.
So, the first one on the left rolled a 15. The second one rolled a 21.
So it's just 7 damage to both of them then.
7 damage for both of them.
Cool. Awesome. Good stuff. I'm going to delete that square now. I think I'm just going to move over here slightly and stay. I can't. I'm going to move away from the one that was the statue, so I'll obviously invoke that attack of opportunity. But I'll just stay in combat with the other one. Try and...
Okay, so it'll attack you with its pseudopod because you're a bit far, getting a bit far away to bite. 18.
It's
10 damage.
I am unconscious. Varric has gone down.
Varric down! Varric down! Okay.
He knocked me, falls on his face. That's what happened there. The little tentacle thing came out, slapped his heels out underneath him.
Is that long court? Tripped over it.
Stood myself, that's it. It was the mimic, I swear! I didn't fall over, it was the mimic.
Okay. So that leads us to Mimic 6, which is this one by Varric. Seeing Varric go down unconscious, it will turn and go after Falter, given he is in reach, and attack him with a pseudopod. And misses. So that then takes us to Mimic 7, which is over here. And move there towards Lucy slowly. And then that takes us to Cleo, who's actually reasonably free. So seeing Falter in danger, he will move. Let me just double check his speed. 35, so he can move 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he'll move around to here. He'll attack this one with his flame blade.
I see how it is, Cleo. I see how it is. Oh no, the guy we've just met's in danger. Whatever will he do? Varric's being destroyed in the corner.
So he, believe it or not, he rolled a 28 to hit. And did 3 fire damage. He rolled 3 ones.
Lucy's just looking at Cleo, shaking his head silently.
Priorities, am I right? Priorities.
So that then takes us to Manticore 4, which is the one that's attacking the Mimic that is attacking Amanita. Having Bitter, it's going to swing a pseudopod at her. And misses terribly. Almost as a Varric and falls over. Which then takes us to Falter. I should have given Falter to somebody else to run. I'm just like going, I only want to run the monsters. I've got 2 NPCs. Right. He will just jab him with longsword twice. So he's going to go for the top one. So the first one's 26, which is a hit, and he's done 8 damage. And then he's going to do longsword again. This time two-handed. He had a 23, and he's doing 10 damage. So
She's enjoying the irony of Cleo being so high-leveled, yet Silver Spoon Boy over here is dealing more damage than him.
So, then that takes us to the next Mimic, which is dead, which is the one that Falter's just killed, and that then takes us to Amanita. Yes.
Okie dokie, right. I have been planning this. Oh, here we go. I am going to bonus action Misty Step. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Hello, Varric.
Oof.
As just before she obviously Misty Step, she kind of like pokes her tongue out, blowing her raspberry at the Mimic, and disappears and reappears next to Varric.
Cool.
With that, she will pick him up and shove a healing potion down his throat. Followed by a sweetie. because apparently I've got sweeties in my pockets as well.
I wonder how old they are.
Was this?
Hello.
Oh no! This was the bag of sweets you bought for Marcus.
Yeah, I didn't give them to him because he disappeared.
I mean, he's going to feel a bit guilty when Marcus reappears.
It's only one. It's fine.
Cool.
You'll never know.
She just like pats. I'm guessing Varric's on the floor. She just like pats him on the head. And goes, "It's okay."
Cool. So, what sort of healing potion is it?
It's a greater healing.
Cool.
Can I roll that, or does Jess roll that in this situation?
Either.
Yeah.
Colin, you do the honours. See how well you can roll.
I'll roll something silly, don't worry. It's 44. That's 4. 12. That's good for Varric.
Oh,
It's an 8. What's that?
That's 44 plus plus the 4. Back up.
All right.
And
Okay.
along.
12.
yeah, 12.
Cool. So, I guess that takes us to Korsk. Is he just going to go with his blade again?
He was saying that he would try and attack so he would fight with a second person wherever possible. Radiant Green Flame and Ray Sickness would be his strongest moves right now. He can also use Radiant Counter, see character sheet, whenever hit to try and blind the attacker.
Got access to his sheet.
It's in Roll20. If you can't see it, I can make
That's
it
right, I
appear.
got
You got it.
It's just loading. My computer takes ages when it comes to loading. Right. I'll probably just use his green blade to attack this lovely thing here.
Cool. Flame blade. Green flame blade. So that's 1d8 plus his. I think it'll be in. I think he's got it set up in his weapons.
Where are you? Wow, he has a lot of stuff.
So,
I'm just looking for green. And I'll be able to find it. Where is... Come on.
let me have a quick look as well.
I think, yeah, there's a few of them.
There's stuff I feel like I shouldn't be reading on course character sheet. That's
Background and all that malarkey.
yeah. So, oh no, I can't look away.
Can't I see?
There's a +6 one for piercing, I think.
I don't know why I just clicked on. Sorry.
Oh, you found it. You found it quicker than me. Where the hell did you find it?
So it's under name, so pretty much under his like hit dice and stuff like that. It's like green flame DA.
Oh, I see it now. I see it now.
And then
I was looking in the bottom box.
The very bottom one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, you done it.
I think so. I think it accidentally rolled advantage with it though, so it is. It's only an 8.
Only an 8.
Only an 8.
Wait, to be fair, I always have advantage on. It's just whether or not I.
Do we not get advantage with that one? Because that one.
It passed the fairy fire check.
Oh, did it? Oh,
Yeah.
Dodged out the way. So, so 8 is a miss, unfortunately. Cool.
They say the fairy fire's probably dispelled now because my one's used Misty Step.
Yeah.
I think Korsk would move away as well. I think that'd be the attempter. I think he would try and clear himself from the creatures.
Cool. So where's he move? Where are we moving him?
Good question.
Part of me thinks he would try and move here, beside Fuller, to try and give him the hand on fighting these things.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
He strikes up an opportunity attack, that's the only problem.
Yeah. But he can do that thingamabob where if someone attacks him, I don't know if he can do that as a reaction.
Hasn't he?
What was
Isn't
that?
He's got evasion, I think.
Evasion.
But isn't that a save?
I think so. Hold on. Pack tactics, experimental team research. Oh, I don't know what I've done there. No, character sheet. Oh, his character sheet's totally changed for me all of a sudden.
So the opportunity attack was a 15 anyway, with 4 damage. But it's just whether or not he's evaded it, I guess.
Sorry, I don't know what happened there.
Characters, Korsk.
I have to know my line. Alchemist supplies. I don't think he has evasion.
I thought he did.
15 misses anyway. His armor class is 16 somehow.
Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, he's got armor. He's got I think he's got a certain amount of armor, so that's fine. Cool. So if he misses, he misses. So that's good. So he dodges out the way, and then goes and joins Volta. So that takes us to Lucy. Mr. Eldritch Blast himself.
First, he will run here, force another healing potion on Varric.
Yes.
17.
Oh, that's good. That's
He will then step away to, I'll say, here. This is all his movement, and then shoot this one here with 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Okay. Two critical.
Oh my goodness! See, first.
Okay. 16.
Okay, a 16 on the first one, and the second one's a 15. So 21? No, 31. 31. Lucy's not used to doing this amount of damage. 31.
So again, it begins to decrease in size as it kind of does that rippling thing, and then things start spilling off it.
The stuff that's spilling off it, is it normally what spills off attacked mimics?
It's just a purple goo.
Okay, well that's the end of his turn.
Cool. So, mimic o'clock then. So, this one next to Amanita is going to attack Amanita. It will try a pseudopod attack. 24.
Yep, that definitely hits.
So that's 9 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Which then takes us to the so it kind of comes down and tries to swat you like blah, but you kind of maybe just clips you on the side of the wing or something. Then the next one is this one by Folta. So, it will... Again, it'll just try and bite him. 24. That's 10 piercing and 4 acid.
He's just looking around thinking the fireball idea might not be such a bad one.
End up engulfing everybody else. Falter's starting to look a bit worse for wear now. That,
it's fine.
nice
He's
shiny
all
armor,
over him.
that nice shiny armor don't look so shiny anymore.
Well, you know, I'm due a set of armor replacement.
You'll get that one.
So, this one up here is going to go 1, 2, 3. So, can move there, and it's going to... While Korsk is distracted, it's going to try and whack him. It's got advantage, but only got a maximum of 12. So, missed. So then that takes us back round to Varrock, who doesn't have a death saving throw, thankfully.
I rise. Oh, who left?
Varrock rises like the Undertaker.
He just lays horizontal and then just straight back up onto his feet. That's it. Rising up. I think, and with that, Varrock's just gonna scream very angrily and then proceed to shoot 2 firebolts out at both of these guys. So the guys down here.
Cool.
So that's another sorcery point. But vindication.
26, correct.
And 15 for the second one.
Both of those are hits.
Awesome. So the crit damage.
Which one's the first one?
Top one is the
Top one.
The top one is the crit with 28, and then the next one is 10.
10's the next one, okay. So the top one, you hit it with a firebolt. It bursts into flames, and all you hear is this like high-pitched squealing that almost kind of pierces your ears, and then it just kind of collapses into a heap on the floor. And then the one at the one at the bottom, just takes the hit. Kind of shrugs it off a little bit. So then takes us to mimic number 6. So he's gonna try and bite Falter. And misses. Mimic number 7. Oh, is this one down here?
Oh, what a shot to come back on.
What's that, sorry?
Just the Varrock goes down, turns around immediately after getting revived, and says, right, that's it, I've had enough now, and crits the first roll. Good. Thank you.
So this one's moving towards Lucy.
I just see him sort of... He had his moment of like Lucy did with the pixie dust potion. Just rises up with a rage.
Yeah.
So Cleo's going to attack the one in front of Falter again with his flame blade. So that's a hit for 7 fire damage. These 3d6 aren't doing it very, very well. That was a 1, a 2, and a 4. Okay. Then takes us to this one over here. Who's 1, 2, 3. He's going to sit there. And then he's going to attack Korsk. And he's flanking. So
Horse is in a worse spot than I am.
That's 21 for 8 bludgeoning damage on Korsk.
Ooh. Well, there's a certain children's song stuck in my head just now. Don't know if Cameron sees during school trips. If you ever got the bus, for some reason this thing would happen in one of my ones where you'd hear the back of the bus, they can't sing, they can't sing, they can't sing. And for some reason in my head right now I've got the north of the room, they can't roll, they can't roll, they can't roll. It's just...
How much damage was that to Korsk? Sorry, I mean.
It was 7. No, sorry, 8. 8 bludgeoning.
8. Cool.
So he should be down to 25 now, I think.
25. Yeah, 25 minus 8. The 33 minus 8 is
Back to Falter. So he's going to attack the one between him and Cleo. So 14, so that's a hit. So that's 5 slashing damage on the first one. Second one is a 26. That's 9. So that's 14 damage in total. I don't know what I'm doing here. Balls. I think it was on 33. Okay. Is that right? No, I think it was on 43. Must have been. Right. Cool. Fine. And then that's the end of his go. That takes us to Amanita.
Right. I am going to produce flame. First I'll move though. 5, 10. Produce flame on this.
Okay. So that's 5 fire damage, is it? Is there a save or?
No, that's it. It's just produce flame cantrip.
Fine. So it's just like a magic missile type thing.
Yeah.
Cool. So you see it kind of ignites for a few seconds and then it dissipates. Charlie's sending me messages.
And don't worry, it's not important.
Yeah, I must admit when I was listening back to the recording I was thinking something similar. So is there anything else you're doing, Jess?
You said Thingy was looking.
Falter's looking a bit rough now.
Yeah, I'll use. Okay, then I'll use healing word.
Cool. To be fair, Korsk has only got 1 more hit point than him. So I will let you pick. 6. Who are you giving it to?
Should I give it to who?
Should you give it to the permanent member of the team or the visitor? Or the random person you've encountered?
Random might become a permanent member if we need him to be there. Draft him, you know.
Decisions. Ah, no, she loves Cleo. She'll give it to him.
She loves who, sorry?
Is it? It's not Cleo.
Cleo doesn't need it. Cleo doesn't need it. So Falter's on 24. And
oh yeah, no, Korsk. Yeah, I'll give it to Korsk. Wait, Korsk has got healing potions though, hasn't he?
Possibly.
I'll give it to the new guy, and then I'm pretty sure Course can.
I guess that was your original plan, wasn't it? So, okay, cool. Thank you. Anything else? Or are we done?
No. Yeah, no, that's it.
Cool.
I'm too far away, Lucy, to give you a sweet.
Right, okay. So that takes us to Kursk. I reckon he'll be attacking with the flame blade, will he?
Let's see what other spells he's got. 'Cause he is surrounded by mimics.
He is surrounded by mimics.
And I'm pretty sure he would not like that one bit.
Yeah. So he has got pack tactics, which gives him advantage, I think. If he's got somebody else. Nearby, I think. So if he attacks with the flame blade, I think he has got advantage.
See what spells he's got as well, so that is us. Go with the flame blade, the blade again. Do it. No, roll it again. There we go.
So he's got advantage. Ooh, you get to crit anyway.
That's all.
Okay.
Of course, because dealing out the damage this session, like, he's
Yeah.
throwing it out there.
So which one's he attacking?
Probably the one in front of him.
Okay. And then, so he's got advantage, and then if you click on the radiant green flame dagger where it says that, it'll give you the damage. Cool. So that is 11 plus 10, so that's 21. That's a good hit. Cool. Which takes us to Lucy.
Yes, sir. He will be shooting at the one that's trying to follow him.
Okay.
2 Eldritch Blasts.
See the
Oh,
Eldritch
do,
Blast.
do mimics have faces, or is it just their whole body is a face? Well, 10 and a 15.
I would say they're just like a shapeshifter thing. So, in effect, they may have Eldritch Blast in the apparent face.
Ah, fair.
25, a 10 and 15. So the
Yeah.
15 hits, the 10 misses.
So that's 10 force damage to that one, and then I shall move. Up to... Oh, I've clicked the wrong thing. No! So,
What have you done?
new mouse made me go back and have to relaunch the game. 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I am going to go, if I can.
He's on his way for a sweet.
Yeah, thinking about it, I'm trying to find a space. Yeah, Yeah, no, just go here. I'll do it. And that'll be his turn.
Cool. So then that takes us to a mimic, which is dead. So that then takes us to number 5, which is this one between Folter and Cleo. It's gonna attack Folter, and make pseudopod, and misses. So then takes us to the next one, which is the one the other side of Korsk. So the top one, effectively. It's gonna try and bite him. 23 for 6 piercing and 8 acid.
Uh, 4 piercing and 8 acid. Did you say? Sorry, the other way around.
6 piercing, 8
6
acid. So 14 in total. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if you've got any immunities or anything.
I'm not sure.
Let's have a look. Be on his character sheet somewhere, I think. Can't say. Cool. So that was that mimic. That takes us to Varric.
Varric, being very frustrated with the fact that he's been knocked out this encounter, he's going to move over to here. If I throw my ruler to others, I'm now going to proceed to throw a lightning bolt.
Cool.
I'm going to try and hit all 3 mimics underneath this line.
Okay.
Dex save of 14.
14
Or
for
they
3
take.
minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one for Fulter as well, because he's kind of in the path.
Yeah.
He's just now rubbing his hands thinking, ooh, shiny.
So
Combat scars, that's what he gets. It's fine, he'll live. I know he will.
So first one, I'll do it your way. Nearest one to you. So the first mimic is fail. Rolled a 13. So that's what, 26 lightning damage.
26 lightning damage.
Looks worse for wear. Second one, got a natural 20.
Uh-huh.
21. And then the one after that got a 19. Is it
Wait.
half damage?
It's half damage, yeah.
So that'll be 13. So 13 there. And then I need to do Fulter. 13.
Because
Sorry?
I'm a blue dragon, can I add 3? Hold on. When you cast, hold on. That's something else.
Oh, you got a 13. He failed.
Ah, well, Fuller's gonna die. I've killed Fuller single-handedly.
So as you launch your lightning bolt, the first mimic seems to take the brunt of it. The next person, Falter, because he's got his armor on, it jumps from the mimic to him. Starts convulsing a little bit. He looks absolutely shattered at the end of the experience. There's smoke rising from his armor. He's still standing there. And then the other two get a little bit of a spark and a little bit of a jolt. You can kind of see crackles of electricity running around their forms.
I'm blaming Fuller for that one. He took all the power out of that attack.
Okay, which then takes us to number 6. So he's going to attack Fulter. He's going to try and bite him. And misses. Got 14 and a 12. So then takes us to the next mimic, which is this one down here. Lucy keeps running away from him, so he's going to attack Amanita instead. Sees her as a tasty morsel, tries to bite her. 13, which I'm assuming is a miss.
It's equal. So it is a hit.
Yeah, so let's meet it and beat it. So 7 piercing and 2 acid, please.
Okay.
Okay, and then that takes us to Cleo, who, having seen Fulter looking a bit worse for wear, and also Korsk looking worse for wear. Wait a minute. Oh, I need to work out. Wow, that's huge. That's everybody then. Have a bit of this. What is it? 1 action.
Zone of instant death. Everyone within 60 feet instantly dies.
Oh no, I don't know what that is.
Everybody
It's been a pleasure.
everybody regains 20 hit points.
Whoa.
Oh. Okay.
I was only down 1. Sorry.
Go on.
Yep.
I'll have to remember that. 24.
Wait, are you telling us all this time Cleo has had that spell?
See, the thing is up until last week, I had him as although he's a 12th level character, I had him as a 6th level druid for his spell saves and stuff, or for his spells. So it was never giving me the option to use that spell, even though he had it in his spell list.
After seeing this, Cleo is definitely getting his head shaved.
It's already shaved.
His eyebrows! Something is getting shaved!
That's it. I'm taking your tattoos.
So, I'll give Korsk an extra 20 then. So he's on 31. So everybody else is reasonably okay, I guess. And that's his go. And then we're on the another Manticore that's going to attack Korsk again. Pseudopod. 15. I think his AC is 16, isn't it? We worked out before. So that's a miss.
Yeah, it's 16.
Fulter. Fulter's going to attack the one below him again. So go one-handed this time. Dealing 8 damage. And then he's going to have another one-handed swipe at it. Dealing 9 damage. So he swings again. And on the second slash, Mimic just its form seems to just melt away. It just ends up being a pile of purple goo on the floor. That's the end of Fulter's go. Which then takes us to Amanita. Jess.
Okie dokie. Right. I am going to attack the one in front of me.
Okay.
Oh, where's she? Right. Yeah.
Nice.
She got annoyed with it because it's trying to steal her candy.
What are the two different?
Oh, it always keeps coming up with that.
Is that a advantage thing, is it?
It might be, yeah.
Or is it the higher level dice? No, it normally says when it's higher level dice. Did you just
It's from D&D Beyond, so it
Did you just cast it at third level?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So dex save.
So look.
Mimic.
Yeah, third
Dex.
level.
So it's only got +1, so hopefully.
I think it's if we're outside, you get the extra D10.
Okay.
Yeah, I think. So the first
Okay.
one's the 3D10 and the second
I
one.
think you're right. I think you're right, Charlie. So you rolled a 16. So it's only 4, I'm afraid. Better than nothing now.
Is it
Yeah.
not 7?
What? It's indoors.
Yeah, no, the extra D10 I think is if it's outside, it's only you get the
You
extra
take
10
3d10 normally.
Yeah.
Alright, okay. Right, okay. A creature takes 3d10 lightning damage on a fail. Right, okay. A storm cloud appears in the shape of a da-da-da-da. The spell fails if you can't. if you are outdoors, increases by 1d10. Okay, so you're right, so it's 7. So I'll take another 3 off. Cool. Thanks for that. And that then takes us to Korsk. So you just green flame blading again.
Stabby, stab.
Yeah, he seems to be doing quite well with that blade.
Yeah. So he's got advantage again, hasn't he? Because his fault is next to him.
Oh yeah. Always with advantages.
So 16, so that's a hit. Okay, so which one are you going for? Are you going for the one directly in front of him?
Yeah.
Okay. So reading this then, so that's 17, so 8 piercing, 9 fire, and then the one above it gets 9 fire as well. So I'll just take that 9 fire off the one above. Don't think we did that last time. And then 17. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. So the bottom one is looking really worse for wear now. Takes us to Lucy.
Old Faithful on. See these ones up here. How do they look?
The ones up there.
Yeah.
So this one is a bit scuffed. The nearest one to you is a bit scuffed.
Mm-hmm.
The one above it is starting to look bad, and the one directly in front of Korsk is looking really rough.
Right.
And then the one in front of Amanita is looking rough, but will survive probably. It's not got any fatal wounds yet.
Okay. Lucy will move to here, and his first Eldritch Blast will go on this one.
Okay.
22.
Hit.
5.
Boy,
Is it still standing?
it is just still standing.
Then he also gets the second one. 20.
That's a hit.
13.
Okay. So that one completely obliterates it, and Korsk gets covered head to foot in purple goo.
Cool. Okay. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So it says when I reduce a hostile creature's HP to 0, I get some extra temporary health points.
Yes.
Does that happen with these?
Yes.
It does. Okay. Just in case they weren't real. We were all on some weird trip. And that will be my turn.
Cool. So next up is this mimic between Cleo and Falter. It's going to go for Falter again. It's going to try and bite him. And it's going to miss. It doesn't have advantage anymore. So... And then next one is Mimic 2. That is still standing. And that is going to attack Korsk with advantage because it's flanked. It's going to try Pseudopod attack. And misses because it only rolled an 8 and a 6. Which then takes us to Varric.
Nice one. Seeing that Amity is under attack, I'm going to do a twin spell again. And burn another sorcery point. I'm going to send out 2 fire bolts. That's not my spells. That's my spells. So one's going to go towards Amanita, so it's an 18 to hit. And then my second one's going to go on the one. Hold on, I'm going to get my ruler away.
Okay.
On the one
So-
up here.
okay. So the 18 is a hit.
Here's a hit. I'll just do the other ones quickly as well. 8 is not a hit, so
8 is a miss. Yeah.
11 points of damage to the one by Amanita.
Okay.
Uh,
So it's starting to look rough. Very rough.
I'm just going to end my turn there and go back and do my chops. With the available, and I'll have to end my turn.
So then that takes us to a dead mimic. And then the mimic by Amanita. Lo and behold, it's going to attack again. Desperate to eat her. So that's a 14.
Yep, that hits.
So that's 4 piercing and 5 acid damage. That's the end of its go. So that then takes us to Cleo, who will he's going to use rethink his flame blade and attack the mimic. Once I find his character sheet. $19. And for once, he gets a decent roll. He got a 5, a 4, and a 6. So that's 15 damage. So that one's starting to look quite rough as well now. Which then takes us to Dead Mimic, so which I'll get rid of. Falter. So Falter will attack the one that Cleo just attacked. It's the only one by him. He'll wax it twice with his longsword. So the first one is a 25 with 5 slashing damage. And then the second one is an 22 with 11. So that's 16 altogether. And on the second slash, it kind of just turns to mush. So that's that one dead. And then what he's going to do is he's going to just move around Korsk to this one here. And actually he's going to go the opposite end of it. I'm not sure if that means Korsk loses his pack tactics, but he or not, but effectively Bolter's looking at how he would get advantage at Korsk, not really knowing him. Amanita.
Yours. She will do the same again.
Cool.
At first level instead, if I can find it in first. Gone. That's right, it will have to be third. It's only a third level as well.
So that's Cold Lightning again. Okay. So it needs to do a dex save. So, and it roll. Why is it? I don't know why, but pretty much. I mean, it's got +1 for dex, and pretty much every dex save some of these have had to do. They've, on average, they've passed. They've been doing massive rolls. So 19 for this one. So I'm guessing that's a 4. Half the bigger number. So still standing on in there. Which brings us to Korsk. So where he stood at the moment, he doesn't have pack tactics, so it's just a normal roll if he was going to do his
He'll still get advantage because he's flanking with them.
Oh yeah, he would, actually. Good point. He is.
That, or he could probably move near Thingy.
Yeah.
Because he'll still be in range, but if he could, like, stand there.
Cameron's right, he'll get flanking, so that's fine.
I'm pretty sure pack tactics as well is still, as long as you're engaged with the same enemy as someone else, I think you gain the thingamabob for it, the advantage for it.
Yeah.
Double advantage?
Doesn't suck.
Do you want me to go ahead and do it, Jess? Or
yeah, please.
Yeah, no worries. I'll do it. The music I've got in the background is not fitting to what is going on just now.
So that's a 19.
19.
That's definitely a hit.
And then... Nope.
No, that was the
That was the attack again.
Yeah.
Uh,
So you click on where it says green flame dagger.
Yeah.
On the actual chat.
Ah, there we go.
Okay.
14.
Yeah. Okay. So that's starting to look really bad now. So that takes us to Lucy.
Okay, Lucy will just do a quick step. One Eldritch Blast to this one first.
Cool.
Which
Right away.
is 22. 14.
Okay.
Is it still standing?
So last time you managed to cover Korsk in purple goo. This time you've covered Halter in purple goo. His armor is not looking shiny at all. Well, it's kind of shiny with the glisten of purple goo. Purple dead mimic.
Lucy will
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, Lucy will give my thumbs up and then quickly sidestep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. And then Eldritch Blast this one.
Cool.
24.
Tis a hit.
5. It's not as good.
That one just has a bit of a ripple. You can start to see it tearing a little bit. Like you can start to see some of the purple goo coming out of it, where it's kind of you've hit it and it's kind of rippled, but it's split as well, and you can start to see all this purple goo starts coming out of its flesh.
Yep, and that's Lucy's turn.
Cool. So, Mimic 5 is dead. Mimic 2 is dead. Varric.
I think I'm just gonna go with Old Faithful over here.
Firebolt?
No, actually. I'm gonna do something. No, why would I do that? No, yeah, Firebolt. Yeah, straight up, it's Firebolt.
Firebolt. Okay.
An unnatural 20 to hit.
That's it.
And 10 damage. That was about to be 2 1s. I was watching on D&D Beyond, and I've seen the 2 1s pop up. I was like, no.
So, you launch your firebolt through the air. it strikes true, and the mimic just engulfs in flames. As it's burning, you can see it transform into a statue, into a chair, into a chest. It's trying to transform into something where it can try and get rid of the flames, but you hear this intense screech, and then it slumps and turns into. It starts to crystallize into like this. It's like dried goo on the floor, and there's a strange burning smell, like burning plastic in the air. It is deaded. So at this point, Fulter is busy worrying about his armor, going, oh, and then turns to be sick in the corner by the. I'm going to leave the. I'm going to leave the turn order on for a reason. Just to maintain it for a bit. So Fulter's busy being sick and at the goo that he's covered in.
Lucy will run over, go, no, don't mix it! And he'll get out his glass bottles to try and scoop up some of the purple goo. Just in case.
Cool.
It's a good jam. You should eat that.
No, maybe worth something. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's worth something, but I'm positive it'll taste good. Bit of dried bread or something, and spread that over it.
2 seconds. Lucy will try some of the purple goo.
Oh god.
Just take a fingerful.
Roll a Constitution save, please.
Is this how new mimics are made? They're just people who consume other mimics.
21.
That's a...
You take 1 hit point of damage.
That's alright.
Acid damage.
This is
As
the
you can feel it burning in your throat.
Ooh! It's kind of like your whiskey barrack.
Yeah, see? It's just as good. Without the alcoholic beverage, so it's a little extra spice in some of my drinks sometimes.
Cool. So, in this room, you have what? It is now looking empty apart from the magic circle. You've got the door you came in from. There is a door here. And there are 3 doors here, here, and here.
I check if the magic circle is actually a magic circle, or if it's like fake, illusionary.
Okay, do a Arcana check, please.
An Arcana check. I'm good at them. I'm a magic man. I swear. No, it's not bad. 17.
Okay. It mentions it is more of a ward than anything. So it generally says it warns about illusions and things in the hall not being what they are. Just seemed to be some sort of illusionary magic around it. But you feel it was something that powered the mimics more than anything.
Is there any markings on any of the doors? Or around the doors in the room?
Not particularly, just wood. Rather thick by the look of it.
Any ideas, guys? We've got 4 doorways.
My gut tells me we should try the one on. No, this is Varric facing the door. I think we should try the one on the right. This one. Z points.
That one there.
Yeah.
One Lucy was going for before this started, so he went, alright.
So is everybody going through the door?
Let's not go through it just yet. I think we need to take a second to... in case there's anything there, or in case there's anything more in this room, I think we should take stock. I think we should ready ourselves, because we don't know what's going to happen. I didn't think these statues turn to mimics, or whatever these imitationary creatures are, so...
Well, you know, what should we do then? Should we open the door?
I'm not quite sure. Amanita, are you feeling okay, or did you need any healing? You look a bit sore. Alright.
Speaking of, before we go into the next room, does anybody want any potions? Like, just to have on their person?
Okay, I got some sweets.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll pass. I think I'll be alright this time around.
Okay.
Volta's like, I could do with some healing. And Cleo. It's just... So Korsk could probably do with a bit more as well. So Cleo will recast his Mass Cure Wounds.
That's a good spell.
That is the last time he can cast it.
Lucy just looks at him and specifically at his eyebrows.
So everybody gets 11 hit points back. So I will do Korsk as well.
Amanita will just grab a candy out of the bag and eat one of them.
Cool. So he also used that. And he used that. Cool.
Is Lucy looking at Amanita's candy?
A little bit. Like, only when nobody's looking at him, though.
This is going to be a perception off. A stealth and a perception off.
Might be.
Or Amanita's will look around to see if anyone's like just staring at her. If they are, she'll probably hand them a candy.
You will probably... So, Lucy, are you pretending not to look?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to do stealth against... Or actually, deception. Do deception against Amanita's perception.
Oh, I'm definitely not getting any then.
15.
Just a little roll.
So, you... Amanita does not notice you looking.
She'll just be sucking on this one candy, like making like noise, going, "This is so tasty."
Cool.
Just a single tear just rolls down his cheek. Nobody can see.
Oh, bless
No, yeah. So, what are we doing then? Are we heading through the door?
All right, well, we better, I would say to everyone, let's ready ourselves and see what's going to come through this door, if anything, or what mysterious magical contraptions lay awaited for us. After that weird gravity orb thing and, the patience thing, I don't have high hopes for the rest of this Dungon.
I think Korsk may inspect it. Potentially. Look for
He's
it.
yeah, I would say so. He's inspected every other door. I'd say he's...
I think after that first door is...
Lucy starts walking towards the door.
Uh-oh.
And raises his fist.
Raises his fist. Are you going to knock on it?
And if nobody stops him, he'll just... Boom, boom, boom.
Now, Lucy, hold on. I actually want to talk to you about something before you knock on that door. Please don't knock on that door right now. I want to talk to you about the arm around you and how we might go about getting it, if possible.
Ooh. Let's go over to Varric.
Now, I know some people from down south, and they, just maybe, I'm not saying I'll give you the money otherwise, but they might be able to make you some nice armor.
Okay.
Alright, cool. No worries. Sorted.
Lucy starts walking back towards the
No, hold on.
So in that time, I'm guessing Korsk would have done his investigation check.
Do you want me to bring it up? I'm in Jess, sorry.
That's alright, I'll get it.
No worries.
Investigation, yeah.
Yeah.
Did I'm rolling rubbish today.
13's not too bad.
So, as far as I can see, I can't see any evidence of foul play. It just appears to be a normal door.
Well, you've been pretty right so far, Korsk, so we'll trust your judgment here. And should anything go wrong, the blame falls solely on Korsk.
Indeed. Right, I've got a... So he opens the door. And I am going to have to take you somewhere else.
Uh-oh. An interdimensional portal opens. You're all sucked into it.
Something along those lines. So can I just... this is quite a tight space, so I need to just make sure everybody's together so I can copy and paste tokens. Oh. Sorry, I moved Farrak. You'd already moved Farrak, didn't you? Anybody else?
I think that's everyone.
There's only 6 of us, is there?
Yeah.
Oh. Cool. So let me right click, copy. Oh. Hang on a minute. Oh, the terminal just reset, which isn't helpful. So let me just...
Not be good. Right.
Bring that up. Which is good.
It was open.
Now,
Codes must have opened.
and you end up in a very small room. So, let me just go back to the previous. I've got two PCs, so I can do this. I need to go back to the previous map to get the turn order.
Out of character, I think I know what this might be. Oh dear.
So,
Okay, it's probably the answer's a no. But did the encounter with the mimic at all put us over the threshold for the next level?
no. I'm not adding things up until you are out of the dungeon.
Oh no!
Hey, if we're lucky, we might get 3 levels at once, though, depending on what kind of monsters we have to fight.
So, I'm just going to use. Cool. So hopefully I've got the turn order. So it's Varric first. What are you doing?
So as soon as Lucy, as soon as Korsk opened the door, we all like. So is this like a separate room, or is this a
Separate room? There's doors on the side.
Right. So we willingly moved into the section. We weren't like actually transported.
Yeah, you moved into the
Okay,
section.
that's fine.
You just moved into a different room.
Alright, well, this is a tight spot. I'm not a fan of this. I'm gonna immediately look to the door on my right and try and turn the handle and like open it.
Okay, Eva.
To the door on your right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, door opens. Are you going through?
Yeah, I kind of step into the doorway. Like, I stand between zones. Can I just give myself a bit of space from everyone else?
Lucy starts flipping a coin, and then after a couple of flips, goes to this door.
No, Lucy, we should try and stay together. I can see you moving back there.
So you're going to the door on the right?
I'm going to the door on the right, yeah.
You're going to the door on the right. Is everybody going to the door on the right or elsewhere?
Just like confused of where to go. She's like, do I go with Varric or do I go with Lucy? This is a hard decision.
Yeah. Lucy's going through the door in the middle.
Lucy, please, don't go that way. Lucy.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, let's see. Fine. Turns around.
Reaches for the door. Frustratedly turns around, yeah.
Okay. So that's let me. Oh dear. Sorry, I just need to do something else.
I can hear the smile and giddiness in your voice, Wayne.
No, I set something complicated up. So you're there. He's there. Right, who else is going far? And Amanita's going out the left door.
She'll follow Varric and Lucy.
Okay, Varric and Lucy. Okay. Anything else? Anybody else?
I think everyone should follow me, or stick together at least. Let's try not get separated.
Okay. So then, let's move you to a different map. Ironically, the map you've pretty much just come from, but in a different place. So you'll need to scroll down a little bit.
Oh, no.
Or zoom out. Find where you are and then zoom in, I guess. For some reason, it's not doing it though. Why can't I see?
I found it.
Yeah, I see it now. Cool. So I'll just move that across to there. Zoom in a bit.
Lucy will just turn to Varric. Can I go touch it?
So in front of you is a statue. On the statue is, when I find the actual is a robe, a brown robe.
I saw it first, Lucy. I run up to it.
Okay, could you do a perception check, please?
Man.
I'd say Corkscrew's probably going to get his tools out and investigate it as well.
Lucy just wants to know if it's the thing they're looking for.
First room. That's it. 17 is what I got.
17. Could you do a deck save, please?
Uh-oh. Hey, 19.
Okay. As you head towards the statue, you feel a warmth in front of you, and you quickly realise that the tiles directly in front of you are an illusion. And in front of you, in fact, I'll move that to the map layer, don't I? Is a rather large pit of lava.
And Anita like feels the warmth, and she's like, "Oh, it's so warm."
That was close.
So you should be careful. You're not so good with fire.
Can you swim in that? I don't think you can, Lucy. I'm just saying. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm just saying. Just be careful. You're not so good with lava. That's all.
Well, you may be right.
Over
I'm
there?
not so good.
I can fly over there if you need me to go over there.
I think that rope might be. I mean, we are here for the rope, right? That's the whole reason we're here. If this is it, it might be worth it. I'm just saying it could be.
Yes.
So who should go over there?
I'll head over.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we like? do you want some rope?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, hand me some rope and I'll tie it around myself.
Okay. We'll tie some rope around him and hold the other end, loosely hold it so that you can go, just in case we need to pull him back or something.
Okay.
Great. Rub my hands together. Fly.
Everyone get ready to hold on and grab, just in case.
So you're flying.
Yeah, flying. Yeah, I cast fly and fly over.
Fly over the pit. You land on the other side. In front of you is a statue with a brown robe on.
Right.
It's like a velvety, it's quite grand, even though it's brown. You look closely, you can see arcane symbols etched into it that have a very slight shimmer.
I can turn around and give the thumbs up to the group. Hey! And then, can I, poke the bottom of the statue with, a staff just to make sure it's it's real?
You hit rock. You hit stone.
Right, okay. I'm going to attempt to take the cloak off the statue while hovering in the air. Kind of just...
You remove the cloak from the statue. You feel a buzz of magical arcane energy flow through your fingers as your hands lay upon it. So obviously got some sort of magical power.
Right. Can I fold up my military coat? Just to take off my satchel, my rucksack, and kind of open it up, take off my military coat, fold it up, put it in the bag, then put on this coat.
Okay. You put it on. It feels quite comfortable, quite warm. You feel the buzz of arcane energy as you place it on your back. Feels quite tight. And as you move around, it kind of rustles a little bit. Almost like you've got a shellsuit on.
Alright. I'll take it off, fold it up, swap coats back to my original one, put the bag back on.
Try to take it off. You realise it's stuck fast. What you have donned is the robe of rustling. The person wearing this robe cannot remove it until a remove curse spell has been cast. Whilst wearing it, you have disadvantage on stealth rolls and saves.
Aye.
That's not as bad as I thought it was. I was pissing myself because I thought you were wearing a mimic.
I was a mimic too.
So Lucy will just shout, how does it feel?
I don't know. It's kind of loud.
You sound kind of crunchy.
Feel it. Not sure if I like this. I'm trying to take it off, but it's not coming. I think I'm stuck.
Ooh. Well, should we try other rooms?
I guess. Sure.
I guess we'll start pulling back with a rope as he's flying.
Okay.
All defeated and sad.
So you fly back over. Are you exiting that room?
Before we do, I have an idea. I don't know if it'll work.
What's that?
Say Varric got into the bag of holding up to his neck.
Yeah.
He closed it round his neck.
Yeah.
Would he still be rustling?
That's a bit of a Schrodinger's cat of rustling, isn't it? He would still rustle. It would definitely be muffled from those outside the bag.
No, cool. Just that was out of game, so that was just an ask for in case we need it later.
Are you thinking he uses the bag of holding as a sleeping bag?
I just have a Varric head poking out of the pants.
I'm not doing that, Lucy. I swear, I'm not doing that.
It was just an idea.
Okay,
his name's Varric, not Joey.
Okay. I'm not going to become a crotch ornament for yourself, Lucy. A living one at that.
Your head would be more in the navel area. But it's fine. Doesn't matter.
Cool. So are you all heading out of the room?
Yeah.
I would think so, yeah.
If there's nothing else that we can see, yeah.
So
and then Lucy's going to try and go for the door that he originally wanted to go to. Oh, sorry.
Back over here. So now you're going. Oh dear! I need
that
to.
One.
I need to do two things here. Right. Cool. So Okay. Good to know. I need to take you back to another map now. And lo and behold, I need to go there myself. And I also need to do something. I won't be a minute. I just need to close the door. Then take... Ooh! Don't want to do that, do I? Let me just take that. Take you guys over here. Lo and behold, you end up back in the room you started in. I won't be a second and I'll just sort the map out. I've also just drawn a big red line on the map, which I'll get rid of.
Oh, how'd we end up back here?
What?
Also, that statue's freaking me out.
Which one?
This one.
So those statues aren't actually there at the moment.
Cool.
Curious.
Now, hear me out, my fellow adventurers.
Mm-hmm.
If that door in front of us that we just went through took us to that little room, and the door in front of that door was a door to this room, what would happen if we opened both those doors? So, someone stays here and opens this door, and someone else opens that door. Lucy, no, please.
Yeah, he's gone through it already. Sorry.
So you're now through that door.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Right. Okay.
But he's going to go straight. He's going to go straight through the door that would have been at the north of the map. If he gets back to that room.
You're going to come in and then go straight back out.
Yeah, and just see what happens.
Give me a minute. I just need to clear everybody else up. The map you've just been on. Ah, that didn't work. Right. So. I just need to move this turn order thing. In fact, I'm going to get rid of the turn order for this particular... No, I can't do it. Well, that'll work. So, that's where you are, Lucy. You just come through the nearest door to you. What's everybody else doing?
I was muted. Went through that door from the main room, and then I went straight back through the other door, or am I just in this?
Did you go straight back through? So you've only gone through one door at the moment.
Okay,
that's where you are. Are you
gonna go back up this one?
Okay, so
now can I hold the door open that leads to the maze?
Oh dear. Right, okay. So you want to hold the door open that leads to the maze after he's gone through that one, or just...
As he's doing that, I want to hold it open. So it's just like...
So you can... So, Lucy, if that door is open, the one he came through, he will find that this door is locked.
Right.
And Charlie's frozen, and he's on mute.
Sorry. I'll say to them, I'll let them know through the group calling stones.
Okay.
Guys, the door seems locked.
This is the one... That's because Varek's holding this door open.
Oh.
Oh, I'm confused now.
Yeah.
I thought we came in this one. And we went through this one to go to the other place.
This one led to the room with the cloak of rustling, didn't it?
Hmm.
And then this one led back into the room, unless this... I'm confused. Yeah, I'm confused.
Oh boy. Right, well, everyone back in the tiny room, I guess.
Okay, so have you held the door open?
Yeah.
So Lucy, are you going back into the main room, or are you staying where you are?
I'm staying. I think if they say they're going to come through, I'm just going to stay and see what happens.
Oh, so everybody's going back into the tiny room, is that right?
I think so.
I don't think we have a choice.
Okay.
I think
Let me just get rid of one of Lucy's tokens.
A twin! Oh.
Okay, so that's where you are.
Is that door still locked?
It opens.
Should we try it?
yeah, sure. I think I'm gonna get confused here. Amanita, can you help keep track of which rooms we're going where with, please? My old brain's getting a bit confused.
So you're now moving, are you?
Yeah.
Into your next room. Okay. Let me just... Okay. So you have entered through. Let me just go back to the... Oh, this is more confusing than I thought it would be. So you've gone through the top one.
Yeah. We've done the one on the left, we've done the bottom one.
Okay.
I guess we're trying that one next.
So that takes you here. You have come through the door on the left. As you look at it.
So we've come through this one.
Yes.
Go ahead through the door.
Yes.
Each one of us open a door, poke a head through.
I mean, that might be a plan, Amanita. I think
Lucy
that's...
flips his coin and takes this door.
Okay. So as you open that door, all the other doors lock.
We've got our stones, so we can stay in contact.
That's a terrible idea, Lucy. I don't think we should split each other up at all.
So,
He would let go of the door and go. So what should we do?
Have you let go of the door, or are you still got the door open?
Yeah, I let go of the door.
Okay.
I don't know. This whole thing's really confusing me.
I say go with it. Just see what happens. Go with the chaos.
I mean, where's Course got? Has Course got any detection spells? There you go. Course will do that.
Course is going to detect magic.
That's
Oh, let me just have a quick.
obviously there must be some magic, but it's like there's got to be somewhere that it's probably quite high magic or something.
Oh, maybe you can detect the robe.
Maybe.
Let me just have. I just need to make sure I got the right school. Oh. You find a spell is cast in the room, in the walls around you. It is from the School of Transmutation.
He will relay this to the group.
Lucy will have a blank look on his face and just... What does that mean?
Transmutation is the ability to change something from one thing to another, Lucy. Now,
Oh, like this, and he'll just turn himself into... Course.
It's to manipulate the physical properties of items and people.
so, I don't like the sound of that. These walls are bad.
Should we try a room?
Yeah, well, let's try an idea. What happens if we choose to go only one direction and one direction only? Shall we pick a direction and just go that way continuously, no matter what?
I mean, it might take us some time, but we might get there.
Sure.
Fulter, any qualms or issues with that?
No, you guys are obviously versed in these things more than I am. Just one little thought though. This room looks very much like the one we've just been in. How do we know we aren't going around in circles? Is there a way we can tell one room from another?
Sure. Have you got a lot of something, Fuller?
I mean, we could smash the walls or something a little bit so you know this is the destroyed room.
Oh yeah, let's burn the walls. That's a good idea, Amanita. Let's burn them or smash them or something.
I'm sorry, I kind of had to reload the page, and then the roll I did came in. What was the intelligence roll there?
There's 12 and 6. There's 2.
What was the first one?
12.
Okay. Lucy said we'll take out the mimic goo and say, "You can mark it."
Lucy, that is a very good idea. Do that.
Okay.
That's great.
So Lucy will point an arrow out from, like, away from this door. So he'll paint an arrow going this way to say we came from there. And then whatever door we go into, yeah. He'll point.
Oh, you're actually drawing it. Right, okay. And then
Whatever
whichever
one we're
door you
going
go into. Which door are you going into?
Let's go north. North always works.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. So, always going north. So you go into the north door. So let me just move the map on. Move my map on as well. So you come through the door on the left. And let me just paste you all in.
So should we keep going then?
If this room looks identical, the markings should be on the floor.
There is no marking on the floor.
There is no marking on the floor. Well, let's just keep going north.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I guess we continue.
So that takes you to this room here. You come through the door at the top.
Sorry, which one?
You come through the door at the top, the northern door.
No markings?
No markings.
Ooh, what do we do this time, Varric?
Leo, pick a direction.
I think your initial plan was good. Let's go north. At least we'd find out whether or not it leads back to from where we came.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea, Cleo. Yep. Wise man as always. Right, Lucy, you heard him. Back through the door.
Okay. Back through the door. Takes you here. You come from the door on the right. There are no markings on the ground.
Oh god. Oh dear.
We stick with it?
Yep, let's do it.
Okay.
Excuse me. So, just for my reference, we've gone north, come out left, north, come out left again, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Then we went north, and we came out
North.
north. Then
Went north and came out right.
went north, came out Right, so I've done my diagram in the wrong direction. North, left, north, left. North, north, right.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. We came in through the door, which brought us in from the north door. We came in from the original door that brought us in.
You didn't head north when you originally came in.
No, from the main room.
Yeah, you went south.
We went through the door, which then brought us to this room coming in from the north door.
Mm-hmm.
Then we went north, which brought us in from the left. Went north again, left again. North brought us in from the north. Went north, came in from the right.
Cool. So,
Oh,
you came in from the door at the bottom.
hey guys, we're back.
And our markings here are the
There are markings there.
right.
You can see there's markings there, the ones you drew.
Lucy will add in as 2, just next to his latest entry.
Now, because we've come in from the left here. Now, which version of coming in from the left is this?
Well, it depends. I could just go through the north door and see which door I come out of. And then make my way back to you guys if you want.
Yeah, alright, yeah. Do that, Lucy.
Lucy will go in through the north door.
Just Lucy by himself.
Amanita will follow.
Okay.
With the group sending stone ready. Just in case.
Okay. So.
While we're walking, Amanita will hand Lucy a candy.
Very good. So you're in that room. It's just you and Amanita, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you came in through this same door that you did last time.
The left? Okay.
The left-hand door.
So I'll say to him, we came in from the left.
You came in from the left, right? Okay, so
And we've got our markings here.
alright, that's good. That's a good sign. Double check with Wayne. We came in from the south last time,
No, you came in from in that particular room that you're in.
Yeah.
There is markings on the floor showing that you've just come in the same way as Lucy came in. Lucy and Amanita came into that room.
in the room that Lucy and Amanita are in, or the room that
there's a marking on the ground.
Yeah. So in the room that the Varric's currently in, we came in from the south after going north.
Yeah.
Came in from the south after going north, yes.
So this is either the first or second room. So I think this is the second room?
Yeah, that must be the second one.
Yeah. So should we just continue to come back to see us, or?
Yeah, come back to us and we'll figure it out.
Okay.
So you're following the same route you followed last time?
Yeah, to get us back to that room with...
Okay. So you've headed
and
north.
And Fulta.
Bitch. Need to do some maths. So that then takes you to this room? I'm not quite sure. So then, just you and Amanita. You came in from the northern door.
Don't think it's moved for us.
Where's Lucia?
We're still in the other room.
Oh, right, okay, sorry. There you go.
Yep. So we came in from the north, so we'll go back again.
Through the north.
Yep.
So, that then takes you to there.
And then again the north one more time. Should take us
I
back.
just deleted Amanita, but yeah.
That's alright.
So then that takes you back to the same room as everybody else.
And come back in waving, going, yeah, back.
Right.
We come in from this side.
So, in going the same direction, you have gone in a circle.
We're back.
Or somehow ended up back where you are.
Right. Okay. Great. So I know where we are-ish now. I'm going to mark that down on my little journal. So if that one took us here. Well, we know what happens if we go north now. That takes us kind of back to here at least.
Yeah, and we've got the arrows, so we can always get back.
To some degree. So our choices now are to go south, left, or right, because as we've now discovered, going through the same door does not necessarily mean we end up in the same place we came from.
True.
My brain hurts, Lucy.
Now you know why I don't think so much.
Yep. Right. Now. Ooh. Okay. From this point, we know what happens if we go north. Now, what happens if we go left?
What happens if you go left?
Yeah.
Well, I'm guessing that would take us back. No?
I would hope, but my hopes are quickly disappearing.
Do you mean constantly go to the door next to where you appear, or to the left of where you appear, or do you mean constantly go west?
Constantly go west. So as we look down at the map on screen, is we always head for the door on the left-hand side. Just
Okay. Are you wanting to test that out?
once everyone else is ready to go, I'll.
I think that would... Wait 2 minutes. Lucy really thinks that will just take us back to the first room we entered.
What about going through that door?
We haven't tried that one at all. It's the only one we haven't tried, technically.
Alright, let's go for it then. I'm just getting confused, so.
Okay, Darren.
Yeah.
So you're heading to that door. Okay. So...
Okay.
So have you made a note on the ground which way you're going?
Oh, yeah, I need to do that.
Put an R2 beside it, so we know that this is
Okay.
Route 2 of...
Oh, should I...
Just use
Okay,
a
I'll
different colour.
Wait, I'll change this one first. Yeah, different colour. I'll make it blue. That's a shape.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're heading...
2 seconds. Ah! Sorry. There we go.
I did come up with this puzzle ages ago, by the way. I've been wanting to use it for ages. Right, okay, cool. So you're going through the door on the right.
Yep.
So, just check my my notes. My cube-shaped nuts. So that one, I believe, leads to there.
So that must be the first room. And what?
So
door
you
did we
have
come in?
So you've all come through.
Mm-hmm.
Just tidy up a little bit. All come through the door on the left.
To the left.
Mm-hmm.
This one.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Okay. Ooh. All right. I'll just.
Does that mean north and right are the same?
Just two different ones go to the same door. Okay. We haven't gone to the right or south in this room yet. This one or this one.
Let's. I don't know. We go right or we go south. I don't mind. It's.
Well, we started right, so should we just keep going right? See what happens?
Let's see what happens. Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay. And
Oh dear, I'm chuckling to myself because it's just funny. Right, okay.
I think it's funny. You should try reading my map.
Okay.
Try reading that.
Actually. Oh, no. Okay. So, my maths is right. I think you have come. Let me just.
Oh. Okay.
Give us a minute. No, I shouldn't have moved you onto there. Let me go onto there and then sort it out. And then I will move you guys back. Sorry, Lucy, I was using you as a marker as the position where the group are. Which I have kind of stopped using, so that has no thing of where you are. However, you have come out into that main hallway again where you fought the mimics. Mm-hmm. And you are there. Once we work out where we are.
So is it that door?
Yes.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Well, that's great. Cool.
Pardon me.
Okay. So we could either go back through this door and try the south, or well, this door also leads to that same room. Or we can try this one or this one. So should we go back to that room?
I don't know. How is everyone else feeling about this situation? Do we want to push forward, or like go with a different door, or do we go back to where we know?
Lucy wants to try that south way in that room first, just to get out of the way. But he'll go with the group.
Alright. Folder, Cleo, any preference on directions?
So we've tried going through the same in the same direction. What if we try the same door a few times? More than twice. That might, and if we end up somewhere different, maybe we should mark the ground and keep going through until we find a mark.
Hearing that, Lucy will say, okay, and he'll go through that door that we first originally went through.
Which one? The one with the green marker or the blue marker?
Yeah, green marker.
Green marker, great. Cool. Everyone's chasing after Lucy.
Okay. So that takes us to this place.
It's a small thing, Wayne, but it's not too important.
So in this case, let me just actually put myself on that map now, and let me just. You've come through the door at the bottom.
Oh. We haven't been in this room before. That's weird.
Have a look.
I think the rooms are just changing as we walk through them.
I think so too.
Perhaps. Did we mark the floor on the first room last time?
Yep. There should be
I'm not sure we did.
No.
Okay, let me check something, and then Lucy will go through this door, up at the top.
Okay. So, give me a minute. Okay.
There could be an easier way. I radio via the sending stone to Lucy. If we'd gone through the left door, we would have ended up in that burning room. You know, the one where I got this stupid coat from.
If you went through the left door, would you? Okay. Let me.
I'm not going through the left door. I'm just saying that that's where we would have.
Give us a minute. I've got to do something, and then I will just start moving you.
Okay.
I'm going to move everybody else for the sake of it as well.
If it takes the room he thinks it does, he's going to be quickly going back to this room. If it does.
Give me a minute. You think you've worked it out?
No, just if it gives us the map so far. Okay.
So you're on the main, and I seem to have.
So we're back here.
Falter's not in the lava. I'll just put you all in that room, so the map doesn't reveal where you are on the bigger map.
Is this the same room we were in before, or is there something else at the other side of the room?
So you can feel the warmth from the pit of lava. There is a statue at the end of it with no cloak on it.
Guys, I'm in a room with a statue. Yeah, I think the rooms are changing.
Yeah, I kind of think so too now, Lucy. Try and come back and see where it takes you, because...
Okay. And then I'll go back through the door.
So you go back through the door.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a minute. So, just move myself there. You come through the door on the left. Sorry, just moving me around rudely.
We appeared from the south, went from the south to the north, it came out the left, then we went north again?
You don't think there's something in the main room that could have, maybe casting a spell? Because if the rooms keep changing, there's got to be a reason why.
Yeah, I think it's something to do with that big old magic circle. I was wondering if I can disrupt it enough.
Yeah, maybe if we can try and change the spell somehow.
So, when we entered this room this time, what door did we come from?
We came from the south, the southern door.
You came from the north, I think. Oh, no, you didn't. You came from the south, didn't you? Yeah, you're right.
Came from the south. Went north.
And that took us to the place. Because last time we went through this door, it took us to that room. This time it was the north. The north should have taken us to a different room. So it's definitely changing. It's the only way to test if we're going back.
This door last time would have taken us back to the room. We could try that, see if it works again.
Let's try. Why don't you try going north again?
That again? Okay. Lucy will go.
Let me think. So I think you would have. You have entered from the north of the room.
And there's no markings in this room.
There are no markings in this room.
Did the others come with me, or...?
No, we didn't.
Okay, so you're still in the other room?
Yeah.
So I'll tell him, okay, this time I'm in a completely different room, and we've never been in this one before. I guess I'll mark the path.
Yeah, mark it with a slightly different color, Lucy.
Yeah.
I'm not with you, but I'm talking to you through the stone.
Mm-hmm. So mark the one that I came from as well. We'll mark it yellow. Oh, I may have just deleted myself. So
Yeah.
I got it.
Lucy puts himself in the pants.
There we go.
He's stuck in the void.
You want me to go back? So you need to mark it again. And
Well,
then
yeah. Well, they could
so
mark.
you marked yours yellow. I'll go back to the other maps and they can mark
Yeah.
the one he went through.
There we go. That'll do.
There we go. So I think it's that one. So he went north, didn't he? Is that right? Cool. So then... What are you doing?
What do you think, guys? Where should I go?
I think back through the same door.
Okay. And I'll mark it.
Okay.
Now, Cleo, if we lose Lucy, I'm going to be very frustrated because I'm not sure we'll be able to get him back.
Oh dear. Okay, right. So, interesting. Interesting. So this one. Okay, you're gonna have to give me a minute again. I just need to move some stuff.
It's alright.
So this time you are in a little room. Once I find it on my map. Where are you? There you go. You're in a small room by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
In front of you is a statue.
Anything on the statue?
It looks like the statue that Varric took the coat off, but you're not getting the warmth that you got in that room. So it looks as though there may have been a cloak on it at some point.
Guys, I'm in a room that looks like the other room, but doesn't feel as warm.
Lucy, take that rope that you tied around me and don't throw all of it, but throw like one end of it to the other side.
Okay. Am I trying to lasso the statue, or just
No,
throw it to the side?
Throw it to the other side. You're testing the floor, because I walked forward and almost fell into the pit. So if the pit is there...
Okay.
So you're looking for the rope falling through the pit, through a pit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Or triggering a trap or something. I don't...
So, as you fling the rope, it reveals... Just sort this out. A pit full of wooden stakes, spikes.
There's no lava, guys, but there's spiky sticks.
Well, you're in a completely different room than what we were in before. So that's...
maybe?
Yeah, you definitely are.
Guys, I'm starting to think I'm lost.
I'm starting to think so too, Lucy. Not to panic you, but...
Yep. Should I try and check out the statue, or I don't? Is there anything I can notice from where I am to see if there's any point in going to check it out?
Do an investigation check with disadvantage, given you're far away.
Oh.
Do that 20s.
An 8.
An 8.
Yeah, that's my lowest.
Looks like a statue.
Guys, what should I do? No, stuck.
If there's a statue there, my personal recommendation would be to touch it.
Okay.
Not to touch it, you just to investigate it.
Okay. Can't see much from here, but alright. Is the pit small enough for me to jump over it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll jump over and I guess I'll touch the statue and try and check it out from up close.
Okay. So you touch the statue. It is a statue. Looks like Samara, but it's a statue. A lady sorceress, but
And there's
it's a
nothing
statue.
else I can see now being up close.
No, it's just a stone statue.
Yep, don't.
I mean, you can see there's dust on the head, but there isn't dust on the shoulders as much. It does look as though there has been something on there at some point, but is gone.
Looks like something was taken off it, like a jacket or something. No, maybe a cloak, I don't know.
Maybe we need to put a cloak on it and maybe something will happen. I'm just guessing, okay?
Lucy, before you try putting anything on it, try and take the coat off of it. Now, this may just be wild speculation, but if these statues are handing out magical cloaks, that could be a cloak of being invisible.
Upon hearing that, Lucy will try and touch all over for a cloak.
You do not find anything.
Well, give it a shot.
You built up my hopes, Barrack.
You just have very dusty hands now.
I would push forward with Amanita's suggestion then, Lucy. See what happens.
I don't have anything to put on it.
Your coat, your cloak.
No.
Lucy.
No.
Lucy.
I am not. No. It's not a cloak. No. You just hear
Somebody.
It's got sentimental value, that cloak.
Yeah, emphatically, he is not taking off this cloak.
Towels and the bed sheets. They're cloaks.
Lucy silently takes out a bed sheet and puts it over the statue. Does anything happen?
So you lay a towel over the bed, over its shoulders. You step back in expectation. Then you begin to admire how nice a cloak it would look like. But other than that, nothing happens.
Nope, didn't work.
Oh, I thought it would work.
Maybe it only works with real cloaks, Lucy.
Isn't that a real cloak?
No, it is a real cloak. I'm just trying to get the one he's wearing onto it to see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been so awkward.
Oh god. Okay, what was it we said about this? That I need to roll.
It's survival versus.
What's this, sorry? Oh, you're needing fight or flight? So
Yeah.
it's survival versus wisdom, was it?
I think so.
Okay. Survival, wisdom. I don't know what that means.
So that is your rational head is better. So is that fight? Is that
That's giving it a go.
survival would be flight, and I think wisdom
Yeah.
is fight.
Lucy will take off the cloak, put it on the statue, but hold on to the end of it.
Nothing happens.
Okay, nothing happened. I'm going to take it back now.
It just looks slightly more stylish.
Put it back on. And take the title back. And then, alright, I'm coming back now. Or I'm going to try. And then you'll go through the door.
Okay, so you go through the door. I need to work out what blimmin'. Let me. You were in. It was definitely that map, and you headed back through that door.
Mm-hmm.
And you appear. So it's
I don't want to be a bother, but I'm going to have to nip off now because I got to get ready to go and stuff.
No worries.
So-
Should we leave it there this week then?
Yeah.
I'll just
Yeah.
tell Lucy where he appears from.
Okay.
Once I can actually select his token, for some reason it's you appear from the left anyway. I'm not quite sure why it's
In
not
this one?
it's letting me select you. I know why. I'm not on the right layer. There you go. You appear from there.
Okay. Cool. Okay. We'll see what happens next week.
Cool.
I'm going to come back and it's going to be like,
Hopefully-
what has happened?
Hopefully it's not you guys getting stuck all the time.
We travel and roll, our intentions are